Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here with a pretty quick, pretty simple, I guess speed build of a community alert. I was actually just going to make this into a room build, so I actually started this video talking, doing it in real time, and I was like, I'm going to make a kitchen today, everyone. And I started it, as you can see here, and then I kind of got to this stage where I was like, you know what? I kind of want to make this into like a nice interesting bar, and I'm going to call it the Splashback bar because I actually figured out how to make a splashback. And if you guys don't know what a splashback is, it's like the plasticky thing that goes behind the kitchen counters in a kitchen. It kind of has a reflective feel to it. I suppose the purpose of it is so it's easy to clean, so your wall doesn't get damaged or dewy from steam or any cooking stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I just was a little bit excited to figure out how to make a splashback. So if you stick it around, you will see it soon. If you stick it around, I didn't even say that properly. Anyways, I was kind of having a bit of fun experimenting here with what do you call these things? What do you call the I don't know what you call them. Usually they go on the outside of a house, like around your deck or your balcony or your porch. Um, Anyways, we'll call them beams in this. I've used them as beams, and I was, having a bit of fun being experimental, seeing what it looked like if I put certain lights underneath these points, which stick down automatically. I guess assuming that where there's a cross, there would be a beam going down or a column. So yeah, I was just having fun with that, mixing up the different lights. But in the end, we get to a stage where I'm like, hold on a second. I reckon this would be a pretty snazzy looking bar. So you'll see that happen soon. And then this was just looking a bit funky looking for my liking. And I just loved the pattern that these lights together looked across that beam through the center of the room. So I pulled it out and voila, this kind of cool thing happened where it was like inside outside, and I thought, oh, this could be a cool like outdoor bar for a residential lot. So an outdoor kitchen. Indoor outdoor kitchen with a pool area. But then I was like, you know what, let's make this into a bar because it's a little bit too snazzy. Anyways, this is how we're going to be making the splashbacks. I think they look really cool in the screenshots at the end of this, but they're actually the wall lights that came from the stuff pack. It was the, oh my god, there's only been like 2 stuff packs. I've already forgotten the name. The stuff pack with the really awesome party stuff in it, like really glamorous party. Oh gosh. Anyways, it's from that one, and it just has this reflective feel on it, and I just think it looks pretty awesome. So there we have it, a splashback. It's red. It kind of plays with the idea of having just one standout color theme for the kitchen, which is obviously red in this case because the counters are red too. And so we create this nice boxed bar area that I guess maybe it could have been made out of a shipping container. Who knows? Or maybe you want to add a pool to this and it becomes like a summer bar area. For me though, I wanted to keep it as a really small loungy kind of place where maybe locals know about it because it's kind of small, so it'd be a bit of a clique group that goes there. So for my Sims, my trendy Sims are gonna go here, have a bit of a good time. So we're putting in the bar now, and yeah, I think it's looking nice. Anyways, it is on the gallery already to download. You can search the hashtag Deligracy or the hashtag Deli, and also my user is Deligracy with a capital D. I like putting in these lights here. They make quite a difference when it's dark, and I took the screenshots at nighttime, so you'll actually see it in the dark at the end anyways. Putting in some stools here, I am so loving a lot of the new stools that has come with some of the game packs and stuff packs. They're super nice stools. Like, I don't know, I reckon one person's been making these stools and just like killing it in the Sims office. I just love it, or the Sims studio, I should say. Also, I'm pretty hyper because I just had tacos. It's Tuesday here in Australia, and we have Taco Tuesday every week where I'm living. So we make tacos on a Tuesday, duh. And they were so yummy, and I'm hyper not because I'm like full of sugar, because it's not like I have sugar in my tacos. Well, knowingly anyway. But just because I get excited that it's Taco Tuesday and it's just like so yummy. It was good. It was so good. And I have lactose-free cheese with that. But anyways, this barbecue has red on it as well, which I thought kind of fitted in nicely with it. Although, do we actually change the barbecue in a second? No, I guess we leave it red. So I think, oh no, we do. We do change it, but it never gets changed. All right. One thing with this lot is that I've kept it really, really small. So you could place it onto an existing lot really easily that you've built, or you could place it at a house if you wanted this to be like part of a home run business. So it's the lot that it's on. There's heaps of room, there's heaps of space, there's not that much landscaping done. And I was gonna like come back to it. I was thinking, oh, I'll go to bed and then I'll come back to it. But in the end, I was like, you know what? I like the idea of having a small community lot that's not really big, and then maybe I want to add on to it later or do something different when some more stuff packs come out or something like that. I thought it could be fun, and I thought it would be easy for you guys to use if you want to add it to your games. And I'm still a little bit tempted to put this in a really fancy house, like I've been wanting to do like a really ultra over the top house for a while now in The Sims 4. I've just been waiting to get that extra motivation or just that extra readiness to get started. So I don't know, I might plop it in from the gallery onto my lot and change it up a bit, possibly. Like, I definitely don't be surprised if you see this again. But anyways, this wall light I thought went perfectly with the reds as like a logo, a bar logo. I just thought that looks really cool, and we place it again on the outside of the place. It's just a very understated way of signage. And I'll also add that in this particular build, my bracket keys weren't working. They weren't sizing up objects or sizing them down. Like, I couldn't make them bigger or smaller, which sucks. So a lot of things that I was trying to size up, I couldn't. So in a way, I was restricted for this, if you're wondering why, especially in the landscaping, because I love using the sizing up and sizing down functions in the game to make the landscaping look a lot better. So yeah. This is a very minimal landscaping that we're beginning right now, and I was trying to see if I could actually save this as a room build, because I was like, oh, that would be so easy. But I'm actually going to save it as a lot, which is easy enough to place in, and it's like, what's the word? It's inside a box. I'm really struggling to find my words today. I don't know. Must be the talkers. Must be the talkers. I'm just struggling. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is it's quite private. It's closed off, you know. That's why I think quite exclusive Sims in their more trendy inner circles would go here, because it might be hard to get into and it's small, so only a few people can actually be there at a time. But I thought this was kind of a cool idea, using the ottomans and couches that kind of suit each other to create a bit of a grid-like seating area for people to lounge on and have their drinks. And the nice thing is, because there is a barbecue there and fridges, you can make food as well, which is really, really good. So they can be drinking and dining, which I like. And yeah, it's just coming together bit by bit. And I kind of like the idea of having a grass area too, because it just brings a bit more of the outdoors indoors, or gives that indoors outdoors feel. Anyways, popping some tables over here, and the door was just creaking then. Boy Deligracy was grabbing his bag, but he's gone now. But anyways, these tables, I thought they looked kind of cool overlapping over the couches, because you could be like lying there and it'd be right next to you, a ledge to put your stuff on. I thought that was nice and easy. And then there's a couple of dining chairs at the end of one, so it kind of gives a bit of a dynamic feel to the place, and it's a bit experimental. It's not an uncommon thing to see, especially at nightclubs and loungy bars, this kind of orientation. And the good thing about it is that even if you have, say, a couple of people together on a date, they can kind of find a corner of the couch to sit on. Or if there's a bigger group, they can take up more space. Or if people come and go, it's actually a really nice way to kind of run a public area, I think. And also it gives the opportunity for everyone to mingle and meet new people. Because if someone sits next to you and they're like, oh, is this seat taken? And you're like, nope. And then Bob's your uncle. You found your future hubby. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's nice to be social. I mean, you go to places and they have those secluded booths, like behind curtains and stuff, or they're just like separated and it's all exclusive. And if you get one, you're like, oh, I'm so awesome. But really, you don't get to meet anyone. You just kind of hang with your friends. So I don't know. I'd probably prefer one of these kind of loungy areas because it's fun meeting new people. It's one of the most exciting things of life, meeting other people, in my opinion. Because so many different people out there, like you guys. Lots of people, all from different places in the world and different walks of life. And this is turning really soppy really quickly. So I'm gonna now. But this is a toilet block that we're just creating. We're gonna pull it forward in a second so it sits flush with the edge of the bar area. So it's kind of like an L shape as opposed to a half L, half T shape. But there's just 2 bathrooms there. And the undercover part's going to be where there's a sink area. Really, really simple. The only thing is when you make a bar in The Sims 4 or any community lot, this is something that frustrates me quite a bit because it does restrict your creativity. But when you make a community lot, depending on what the community lot is and what purpose it is meant to adhere to, the game says that you have to put in certain objects. So for a bar, you have to have a TV, which didn't make sense because this is like an outdoorsy bar. And well, I guess you could have a TV in an outdoorsy bar, but the fact is I didn't want one. So I ended up putting a TV because I was like, oh, where is a spare wall in this place? And in the end, the wall was, the spare wall happened to be in the bathroom area where the sinks are. So I'm like, oh, I'll just whack a TV there and we'll just say that there's a TV with ads on it or something when you go to the bathrooms. And hot damn, now when I actually tested the Sims going to this venue, they all just went to the back and watched the TV. Whoa! I was leaning on my phone then. It went into voice control. My bad. But yeah, they were all hanging around the toilets where the TV was, so that was kind of annoying, but oh well, these things happen. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. But actually, that makes me think, imagine if you went to a venue and when you went to the toilet, there were like TVs on the back of the toilet door, or if someone's toilet had a TV in it. Oh my goodness. I mean, to be honest, like, I don't know if this is way TMI. Probably is, but I feel okay saying it. If I go to the bathroom, I've never understood why some people take a long time. It's never been an issue for me. I'm in and I'm out. And some people have books next to the toilet, and I'm like, how do you have time to read a book? Like, I go and then I leave. So I've always like found it really hard to understand why there's books and magazines and stuff and like times tables on the back of the door and all of that jazz. So I don't know if there's something wrong with me. I don't think there is. But yeah, it just, I don't get it. So I guess for people who do take a while in the toilet, which it seems to be very common, the video has paused. Oh, there we go. Maybe a TV would be a good idea because you could sit down and watch your favorite show. You know? Has anyone seen a TV on the back of the toilet door? Is this not a new thing? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah. I don't know if I shared too much then. Oh well. Anyways, this is just a little bit of final landscaping, and we've got 2 bins on the corner there, which I thought kind of made the place look a bit more realistic, and I actually think they are required objects. I think. Yeah. But yeah, just lots of random florals. The idea is that I didn't want to put too much in, so then it's really easy to get rid of if you don't want it there. If it only takes up a small space. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyways, let's go into the screenshots now. So as we enter or go to the entrance of the bar, ta-da! This is it at nighttime when it's cranking. Although there weren't that many Sims there at this stage. But it usually would be cranking. So there we have the seating area, and it's quite funny that where the Sim sat herself then. But there's a lovely reflective splashback, which I think is looking delicious. And capsicum red. And fun fact, I don't actually like capsicum cooked in things. I only like capsicum raw outside things. I love that shot with the moon and the bins falling down. I felt like it looked very realistic for the wee hours of the morning at a bar. And then the toilet, because you might have been interested to see the dunny. Yeah. Anyways, thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you are having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.